Hello there, and welcome to the Sunday League Pundits. Episode. I've already forgot what episode we're on, but we're having a fun time, great time. No Liam.
These episodes were numbered?
They were for a brief period of time.
I didn't know that.
So yeah, we got obviously Brett,
Shalom.
Lucas,
Stop.
Matt.
It's an audio podcast.
Well,
They
did video,
get the point.
But, yeah,
Get the point.
And then we got Greg,
Hi.
big fan.
It's an audio podcast, and that's
Yeah,
what
yeah. So football's been kind of weird recently, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Football.
It's been something.
I mean, Premier League's been kind of weird because you don't know who's playing right now, and some days they're not playing, right?
How did they decide who's not going to play and who is?
Basically, if it was like around the London area, or if there's like transport that would affect the game around the Queen's like session or whatever it is, then that's what they chose. Because
They didn't have like enough police or something?
yeah, it was like police. Like Chelsea game versus Liverpool was in London, so that would cause a lot of issues. And I don't know. I don't know everything around it. That's just what I know. And well, again, I don't have to see Liverpool play, even though I was pretty happy with Liverpool in the Champions League. But
And that explains why Nottingham Forest played Fulham. Sorry, that wasn't supposed to.
It wasn't in Fulham, so.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh, okay, well, I rest my case.
Shout out
Didn't
to
Fulham- Did you guys win that game?
What?
Did you guys win that game?
Yeah. You know we did.
No, I didn't know you did.
I
I definitely didn't watch that game.
apparently Dean Henderson is crap, according
Dude,
to
Oh, he's terrible.
He's dog water. Dude, did you see that compilation of him that somebody put up?
I saw that, yeah.
It was horrendous, dude. Liam does better than that.
Okay. No, okay.
No.
No.
I mean, there were some,
I'm
like,
convinced
either...
Liam doesn't have hands.
It was either angles or just the most... I can't even find the right adjective to explain just how horrendous the efforts he would put into some of the opportunities, and then immediately point at one of his defenders, go, why are you not covering him? Why are you not saving it? I remember the match against Tottenham, the first goal of the game. Hammered from outside of the box. I'm pretty sure it was Harry Kane because Sonny was on his little bit of a run there. Hammered it from outside of the box. And Dean Henderson just goes...
Well, I mean, it's because he stepped the wrong way.
Yeah, 100%. Make a tray. Make a play. Make a try. Do something. Prove to me that you are supposed to be there. Prove to the new coach that would have watched you in practice and go... Oh, we have to have him as our goalkeeper over David De Gea, who's one of the I'm not even going to get into it, but yeah. The worst goalkeeper in the Prem, Dean Henderson. Good for you, buddy. With the biggest mouth, too.
I just hope the audio is picking up for you over there, is it?
no, the audio is just below the.
Oh, I
those
see.
ones.
Okay. I was very confused. Anyways, thank you for the explanation of why Dean Henderson is shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the compilation.
I mean, he couldn't really do anything for the 3 goals that we scored, honestly. So, that game.
Yeah.
Joao Paulinho scored a banger.
Prior to your round with Dean Henderson, let's give a shout out to Prince William, who took a shot at Manchester United supporters while saying hello and thank you to everyone who's in London. Because, what do you say? There was an incident where somebody was asking, oh, you're a Villa fan, right? He's like, yes, I am. Who do you support? Manchester United. Well, not all of us can be perfect.
Yeah, well, I'm going to withhold for the betterment of the Queen.
Yeah.
So, rest in peace, Lizzie.
Lizzie.
Oh, my.
Anyways.
Well, I mean, there's some Irish supporters who would probably agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't know if Dylan's listened to this. Dylan, longtime follower of the ninth, but I asked him his thoughts on Queen Elizabeth's deaths, and the things he said I cannot recite on this podcast.
So why are we bringing it up?
I'm football. I'm
You
so
just
sorry.
absolutely sewered whatever, like,
yeah.
You heard
most
that?
loyal.
Fuck Dylan.
Anyways, the Prem.
So Fulham.
yeah.
Can we take this off, man? Like,
The Brazil flag?
yeah, why?
No, we have to.
For what?
Vinicius.
Bro, we're just gonna come up with a different excuse every week. That's why we have to have a
Different
flag.
Brazilian every time.
It's a part of the culture now. The 90th minute culture. If you're on audio, we have a Brazilian flag amongst us now, and it's staying. Samba, Rio de Janeiro.
Willian got an assist. He's
There you
back
go.
in the Prem.
There you go. Willian.
Up Brasilia, baby.
Every week we can find an excuse for it.
yeah, exactly. Anthony had a nice
I mean,
touch
if you
in
would like
his match. It's
to provide a Jamaican flag, you're welcome.
No,
yeah,
why?
for the World Cup. Go, yeah.
We're not in the World Cup.
Oh, what? You guys finished last in the Octagon? Stop.
How
sorry,
is that
I'm sorry.
fucking surprising
I'm
to
sorry.
you?
I'm so sorry.
That's
It was.
talking to a guy whose country's not made the World Cup. And I don't know if they've ever made the World Cup.
They have.
Okay, maybe once.
In '98.
Like, what part of Jamaica
might be
not
right,
going
yeah.
to the World Cup is surprising to anybody?
It's sarcasm.
Mikel Antonio, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
he didn't even play like half the games.
Yeah, neither did Leon Bailey because he was either injured or just decided
Literally.
not to go.
We were playing with some dudes off of the streets of Kingston. Hopefully not in the country, because those guys don't speak English. And I don't take that back. You can go look at the videos if you want to. I don't understand a single word any of them say.
Go on, bro.
No, it's worse.
No.
Whatever.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
My phone went off at the right time because that was wrong. We're talking about the Prem, right?
We're all over the place
I
right
mean,
now.
yeah, United was supposed to play tomorrow today when this podcast was, but that got postponed. Queen's funeral, which is understandable, honestly.
What Prem games did you guys check out? I know you checked out Fulham, Greg.
Well, I actually, because I was still working, so I had to do the classic turn your phone off and just wait till you get home. So I did not know any messages, you guys. Because I know Brett likes to go, me throw!
Yeah.
When he scores, which of course he didn't even score, which was nice.
I watched the Tottenham highlights.
Fair enough.
That was really the big one this weekend, I think. Tottenham, Leicester. I mean, Leicester getting absolutely slam dunked by Hunman's son.
Leicester's in
Yeah,
the mud, in the mud. Leicester's in the mud.
Well,
Oh.
and so Everton just won. Now Leicester's the only team that hasn't won yet.
In their
How
last.
They're kind of
Who
shit.
would have thought Leicester would be? There's concerns that they might be bad this season.
Brett really is.
I'm generally
About
surprised.
20th.
Yeah, like even Bournemouth is
What was your
performing better
prediction? What do you have in your
I,
prediction?
did, I think I had them in the bottom half of the.
I think you said.
But it's
table.
the where he was talking on the podcast where he said that they're gonna get relegated in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
People didn't like that.
Yeah, you did say that.
Actually, some people agree with you. on that.
You know what? There is
A change of leadership can change a lot of things, but like it's not looking good. for
It's
the
too
boys.
late.
Looking grim.
How is Brendan Rodgers still manager?
It's not too late. Oh, you mean too late to sack, or?
I think it's too late to
Turn it around?
Not necessarily turn it around. I think they. I think that's looking a little too much out of rose-colored glasses to really say, oh, they can turn it around. But it's just too late for them to really salvage something, really almost anything out of the season.
Like getting European football.
European
yeah.
football, even it's going to be a tough fight getting out of the bottom half of the table.
Maybe it's harsh for me to say, but it kind of seems like the only person that's even wanting to play like or even trying to play good is James Madison.
Yeah, James and Danny Ward is fighting for his life back there. I'm not saying it's anything positive, but he's there.
I mean, losing Schmeichel turns out to be a bad move. Like they lost him for cheap.
I'm surprised he left.
I guess he wanted a new challenge, but like he was obviously a big locker room guy in that club. So
Yeah.
Losing someone like that probably sucks.
I was at the FC Edmonton game yesterday. Me and my buddy, we just started talking about it randomly, and some guy behind us goes, "Oh, they're in trouble. Leicester's in trouble." They said like Schmeichel leaving is an issue. The guys who are there, like you said, just don't care to be there. Other than Madison, it's their core is all either waiting to be sold.
Yeah, Tielemans already knows he's gonna go somewhere.
He
else.
doesn't
Probably
care
January.
anymore. Why would he try and do anything for that club
could play
when he
shit for the
knows
next
the
2
next
months, he's
time
still
the
gonna go.
window is going to open up, he's just going to get sold?
Because the only thing I see is like Madison is fighting to try and get in that England squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
And even Vardy, like Vardy is Jamie Vardy, but
He's old.
He's-
He signed the new contract, but he's not even getting started. He's not starting right
I
now
mean,
because he's not
eventually
performing.
someone reaches their expiration date. I mean, he's been passing that expiration date for a while now. People thought he'd be dropping off for years, and he kept getting goal after goal.
The
But
Red Bull's been holding.
he can't hold forever, man.
Can't
Red Bull
hold.
cannot hold you forever. Yeah, we know.
But also in that match, Youngman's son pulls himself out of the weeds. And I say that because guess who finally had the balls, the fucking gall, to put him on the bench for FPL? Yeah, it was me. As I watch him
It's
score
funny.
goal after goal after goal and go, oh, this is good for my fantasy team. Go and take a look. He's on the bench.
Yeah, because he was also on the bench as well. He came off the bench and scored.
Now, I want to just fucking listen. I just want to mention. If you listen to the audio, whatever Brett just did is
Fucking cheers.
I just want to mention with Hudman's son. A couple days prior to that game, Money Mac made a tweet saying,
This coffee needs
"Money."
mom.
He made a tweet saying, "Hudman's son hasn't done shit this season. Why isn't anyone talking crap about him?" I mean, first of all, you can't talk crap about his son regardless.
Too nice.
Yeah, he's too nice, and that's what
nice.
everyone's saying. He's just too nice. Next, and then he goes out and scores a beautiful hat trick against Leicester.
Each goal was a
Yeah,
banger.
yeah, it's the Hyman son, baby. He brings the samba.
Well, the thing with Spurs right now is they have the front four right now are all fighting for spots. Even Harry Kane, I mean, he'll always most likely be starting, but
Yeah, I don't think-
Kulusevski, Richarlison, and Son all fighting for that attacker role.
Is
and
Kane and Son really fighting for a spot on that team?
Son was on the bench.
That is pain.
Well, especially with Richarlison, how he's been playing, you have to sit there and go, one's producing for us, the other hasn't been.
It's
But
really,
I mean, now you sit there and go, okay, now they're both producing.
because of course they were not great in the Champions League, but if they should still get out of that group, and like the squad depth it makes a difference.
100%. 19 points from Youngman's son, fantasy.
this is why I stopped playing fantasy. This is the reason
This
why.
is why I don't play fantasy.
People are like, "Why didn't you
I
play
can't.
fantasy?" Because this bullshit happens to me, and I'm fucking the worst player in the FPL.
I have 7 fantasy, like, American football teams. I have 4 baseball fantasy teams.
I'll do
You have a
hockey.
life?
No, I'll do
No.
hockey. FPL though pisses me off.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
was once top 400,000 in the world. Just saying, once.
I was once like top 1,000 in Canada.
Oh yeah, just whip out your Yeah.
Say it.
gong.
Salah,
You just
Salah captain used to be a good strategy.
Sorry, what was it?
Salah captain used to be a good strategy.
Yeah.
new
Yes.
strategies. Holland.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if
What's
you have
going
Holland,
on,
you're
brother?
the
Yeah. And do we anything else to speak about Spurs right now?
No, genuinely, the
Leicester's in the mud. We'll see if they even escape early. Well, they probably. I don't know.
I don't think they'll get rid
Here's
of
a question: how long does Rodgers have right now?
Well, it'd be a good time to sack him because an international break is coming
He has
up.
about as much time as Allegri does.
We also said, which we will get to in a sec. We also said last year, going into an international break with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, going, hey, it's time to get the axe. Then we got through that entire international break, and we're all like, he's going to get the sack any day now. No, got back, then fired him, and then brought in Ralph Ragnick. So we genuinely don't know ever.
You guys made sporting director and then fired. Or did he leave?
Evil.
It was
Probably
fucking
both.
both.
Yeah.
One more thing about Tottenham, I guess. Is Eric Dyer gonna make the World Cup squad?
I hope not.
I don't know.
Would you put him up above Harry Maguire right now?
Yes, 100%. What is Harry Maguire doing? He sits there. He
doing
literally
nothing.
sits there, and his team
You
wins.
can't say anything about Harry Maguire because he's a different man when he plays.
Yeah,
for us.
he has
Fair.
played well for England.
That is
He's a
true.
different.
They didn't call
person
him up right
entirely.
now, of course, but I'm just wondering, like, Eric Dyer probably did. I'm usually the one that hates Eric Dyer. I'm like, how the hell is he playing for a Premier League team? But like Spurs, while he's playing, he's doing good. So
At the same time, Gareth Southgate goes, I'm going to pick players who are in form.
Didn't he pick Jack Grealish?
Yep. He also,
I guess he did just score though.
And Trent. He also brought in
Yeah.
Trent. Which, to be fair, I know a lot of people are getting on him for that. I would still bring Trent in.
I
He
gotta
is
say though,
fantastic.
when I see that England squad,
Does he start above Kyle Walker though?
Probably not now.
no.
If I were him, I'd play him right.
Well, I think Walker's injured. But when I look at that England squad, that it is not great. It's not.
It just seems like a lot of players that had good years a few years ago, and then they weren't able to keep it going.
Yeah.
And I think consistent is what's missing.
It's also the feel that I get from a lot of like the England national team is like we're holding on to the glory moments.
Moment.
Yeah, 100%. Take a look
'Cause
at
they
how
have, like,
long
key-
Dele Alli got selected.
Yeah, like because they have key players, but there's just a lot of holes. It feels like it's missing.
Mm-hmm.
While the other teams just are great.
We'll get probably a better idea like in the look up to the tournament because there's still like another
Couple
month and
months.
a bit months basically of club
Literally
football.
like 2 months. Yeah.
Also getting selected for whatever reason. This was who I was trying to remember who it was. Luke Shaw.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, different man for England, bro.
Apparently, he hasn't been good for England recently.
Shut
though.
up. We hang on to it.
That's
But right
the
now,
England mentality.
Exactly.
But who's other than like Ben Chilwell? Who's the left back for England? Who plays left back really for England?
Literally pick some. Connor No, what side does Connor Cody play?
He's
He's
in
a
the
center
middle.
back.
He's a
I guess. Well, there you go.
More
You,
of a-
you don't think you could swing him out?
No, he's more of a
He's
back
slow as
three.
fuck, isn't he?
Fair.
Like,
Yeah, but how fast is Luke Shaw?
Probably faster than Connor Cody.
Fair
but
enough.
I'm
Which isn't
honestly
good.
Yeah.
I am trying to think, and
Well,
I'm not many English left
like
backs
Luke
are coming
Thomas?
to mind. You know,
Danny Rose is a right back.
No, he's
no,
not back.
but you're not.
Daddy Rose.
Danny Rose is Danny Rose is not touching me.
Bring Leighton Baines out of retirement.
Bro, fuck off.
Ashley Cole.
Yes.
But like seriously, so that's why Luke Shaw's there.
Crazy.
I guess so, but still, I just he said he wants informed players. And what kind of
Carlos.
yeah that we were saying at the start of last year, but
I mean, I told you he was gonna be shit for your team.
you did,
I did.
in fact. And then now we have this one brand new Dutch kid who nobody knows how to say his name proper. I was watching the Europa
Is it
League
not Malacia?
against. It is Malacia, yes. For whatever reason, somebody decided not to tell the Europa League commentators the entire match. Malacia, Malacca. Literally anything but Malacia. I'm just sitting there going.
I haven't
Must
really
be an
had any
inside joke.
complaints about him either. He's been just solid all around.
He's
And-
created distance
Yeah,
away from Luke Shaw.
Him and Martinez especially. I know Liam had questions about him. He's like, oh, he's not gonna be good enough at first. He's coming from an unknown team.
Well, look, it's good that these guys are proving people like him, and I mean, I was
really not hard
questioning
to-
it a little bit,
It's really
but
not hard to prove Liam wrong.
I
though.
think
a lot of people were questioning it. To be fair,
better than
it's
Trent.
because he's a midget.
proving people wrong though, which is good.
But I can't say much because we also
They're-
signed one.
Who are we talking about with you? Because they play.
Malacia, better than Trent.
He's
They're
played
different positions.
wrong-
Dallo is better.
Dallo is not better than Trent.
He's had low key a better season.
Dallo is not a better player.
Lucas
than
knows
Trent.
me. I have an agenda on
Maybe
Trent now.
not.
Me and Waz. Okay, look, Waz
Oh,
and I,
God.
we were in a conversation on Discord with Greg and our friend James, and Waz just kept spewing some of the most nonsense I've ever heard him say. He just kept saying, "Oh, Liverpool should stop playing a high line." You know, that's what they've been doing for the whole existence, and the reason why they have to play a high line because they press high. If you don't have a high line when you press high, you're screwed. You're leaving too much space in the midfield.
Time to change.
Yeah,
And then
no,
you said Trent should play right mid. We don't have a right mid in our formation. We play right wing, right back.
I think it will work.
No,
I think
just
it'll be- I
stop.
think
Just
it'll
stop.
work.
Stop.
See, this is the reason you're
Stop.
on the Sunday League Pundits.
Yes, I know. Just say,
And not in any coaching role at all.
I never wanted to be a coach.
You want to be coach?
Anyways, do we want to move on? Brett, what do you got next?
Yes, well, you know what? I just wanted to mention as well. I looked up some other left backs that could potentially play for England. Kyle Walker-Peters as well, the Edmontonian. James Justin. Dude,
No,
I
it's-
think
I-
that's
But
pretty
they're also
decent.
both stronger on the right, from what I understand.
I think James Justin was like a right back.
Yeah,
They should-
that I'm just going off.
I
of
think
the-
they can both play on the left side, but like I think they're like right foot.
They're gonna choose Luke Shaw or Ben Chilwell over them as well, though.
But you mentioned another manager who has been under some fire, I guess. I don't know if it's a lot. Well, yeah, fair enough. That's Allegri.
Team is dog shit.
bro.
It's what we're switching to Serie A here.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
sorry.
that-
I'm
We can
sorry,
get to
did.
other stuff in England if you want to talk about it later.
There's not much else to talk about. We covered England for this week. It was you look at the schedule of England with this everything going on. It's like, okay, they're not playing, but they're playing. It's,
I mean, it was a relegation battle, Everton and West
Yeah.
Ham.
so
But
I
good
just want to
for
speak
Everton.
really quickly. Speak on Mr. Holland. Like that man is a
Oh yeah, we didn't have the Champions League podcast.
No.
So,
Yeah.
bro, that I was watching that
goal's
Dortmund game.
disgusting.
Dortmund were actually playing well, and then boom, City, John Stone's long shot,
Both goals were disgusting.
and then Haaland. I'm gonna do my best Ibrahimovic impersonation.
I think I saw a Chelsea supporter, and they're like, Gabriel Jesus and Erling Haaland both costed less than Lukaku when he went to Chelsea. Just think about it. Yeah, they actually got Haaland at a very good price, like what, 70 million.
that's the release
Oh yeah, he had a
clause.
release clause. That was the only
Oh,
reason he
okay.
went to Dortmund.
If he didn't have a release clause,
But yeah,
it'd be a lot more.
Like I brought it up before. Like, can Erling Haaland score 40 in the Prem?
Some
Yeah.
people are saying 50.
Okay, let's not.
That's-
Okay,
that's-
wow.
That would be.
We're
I mean,
not-
at the rate he's going, it's not technically
But seriously,
possible. He
I
already has 11.
think prior to the
It's
season,
fucked up, man.
prior to the season when
He's
we said
halfway to last year's Golden Boot.
But yeah, like when we talk about Holland going to the city, all they have to do is just cross in the box. It'll be a goal, and it's happening. It's like
And the thing is, like, some of the city players are still saying, like, oh, Holland still needs to do a lot more to really get integrated with the team and things like that. And he's like, if he's already doing this right now when he's not fully integrated with the team, what can he do when he fully
guy hasn't-
integrates?
he hasn't entered his prime. Like it's far. And like I don't want to know what prime Holland looks like. Does that look like prime CR7 in terms of goal scoring ability? Because when we think
Only
of
time will
goal,
tell.
I'm not trying to like take a shot at CR7. Like I think
No.
in terms of goal scoring ability, can Holland get to the heights of a prime CR7?
Like,
Well,
scoring the most goals of all time?
Well,
Yeah.
the difference between like goal scoring maybe, but Ronaldo's much better at creating his own goals.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Than Holland
yeah,
will
100%.
likely ever be.
That's
And
fair.
again, Holland, that goal. Did he?
Yeah,
But we're
but
talking about just like
it's
pure
It's Cristiano Ronaldo, man.
getting the ball in the net,
Ronaldo-
Mr. Holland.
Ronaldo did some fucked up shit.
Yeah,
he
in
really
La
did.
Liga, I remember there's one clip where he destroyed a Galatasaray defender. And I
He
don't
did
think that
some
guy. I think
obnoxious
that
stuff
guy
in his
probably
prime.
retired after.
And are we still surprised that it was an outside the foot cross by Joao Cancelo? Like, dear God.
No, that guy's actually one of my favorite players in the Prem. That
So-
guy is so gross.
In a
Every time he does it, I swear it's like going to be a goal.
He's so gross, man.
In a 38 game season, at the current pace that Erling Haaland is currently at, he would have finished the season with 59.7 goals. He has 11 goals in 7 matches.
Fucking Adam Armstrong.
Now, the one thing people were criticizing Holland about is
That's a good show.
Fuck you. Again. I know it's in the past, but fuck off.
Is it touches or something?
no, I was more so mentioning his. People were like, "Oh, injury history. Will that come? We'll see." But I think with him not going to the World Cup this year, I think that's gonna help him.
True. And are the that sounded very intangible, but are the World Cup teams also having an international break here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
That was
everywhere.
something
Italy's
I wasn't
playing
too sure.
England.
Nice.
Holland's got more rotation at Man City than he did with Dortmund too, which will more than likely help.
I mean, he was injured for like a fourth of the season, probably.
Sorry,
so
Brett. I thought you were going to mention is there like a side international tournament during the World Cup? I don't know what year it was.
That's what I thought he
Yeah,
was
I thought
getting
he
at
was
too.
gonna say
and
that
I
too.
was
Was
like-
it the 2018 World Cup? I don't know which tournament. There was like a China tournament for a few teams that didn't
the
qualify.
China Cup.
Yeah, the China Cup.
Really?
Yeah, it was like Wales was in it or something. Like, it was like, okay, interesting.
No, I was meaning more like because then if that's even more time for Holland, think of Holland getting a break right now.
But Salah will get break too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
Good for
Well,
salad.
yeah, Salah needs a break.
Salads are safe everywhere from the heat.
But also again in that Champions League, a lot of the heat from Allegri or to Allegri really started to boil after that.
Yeah, they lost to
Champions League
Benfica, who are actually a really damn good team.
You mentioned that in our predictions.
Yeah, but yeah, Allegri, bro, this guy.
He's to go. I said it too. I said it like last week, and now he's saying it. Now you're saying it. Like Allegri, time to go.
I've been
Goodbye.
talking crap about Allegri since last year.
Well, that's fair. He's pretty. I don't like him.
You're not special,
true.
mate.
Not true. You called him his football frying pan football during our our Champions League prediction video. So no, but that's the thing. You're right. Like they're a boring club right now, and not only that, like not. I don't mean from like a spectator's standpoint. They're yes, kind of, but also at the same time, they seem kind of easy to counter right now. They seem easy to take advantage of.
Because, like, I don't know, man. Like, who the frick is Gatti? Federico Gatti? He started
No one cares who the fuck that guy is.
They're starting these
Why
guys.
is Danilo playing a fucking left back?
because I don't even know who their left back is.
It's down horrendous.
Bring back Lichtenstein.
Like-
right back.
Like, a side like Juventus, who had Chiellini, Bonucci as their back two, they had De Ligt coming through to be the future of their defense. And then now they're basically all gone. Bonucci's still there, but he's getting older and older, and
I'm
he's
not gonna
gotten
lie,
injured.
this team is dog shit.
Like,
They got Perrine, dog shit. The Skiglio, dog shit. Gatti, no one knows. Bremer's decent. I
Yeah,
guess.
Bremer's actually
Bremer's
good.
very
Danilo's literally playing out of position
I don't get that.
and is dog shit.
I mean,
Is
Danilo can
Wes-
play left back.
Is Weston McKinney that much better?
Bro, they got Weston McKennie, Paredes, and a guy named Moretti.
Moretti's actually pretty promising,
Promising.
which is rare for a Allegri team to play young players.
I mean, they got Vlahovic still.
So do they have to play them because there's other people not
Hostage.
performing, there's injuries, or,
I mean,
or
he's on the bench.
is he choosing them specifically?
I mean, I think there's
Is
just
Chiesa injured?
Chiessa's got an ACL injury last season, so
When's
he's
when's
coming back
scheduled to come
probably.
back?
I don't know. Chiesa might come back in January, but I don't know. Juventus, I like Kostic is a good player, but like he's new. Di Maria getting a red card, one of their creative outlets sent off. Chiesa, like to be fair to Allegri, if he had Chiesa, maybe things would be a little bit better because Chiesa is a fantastic player, creates a lot of chances for others and for himself. But like Vlahovic, he's not really getting the service.
The team looks so mid, dude.
It's just weird to think of how
So
Juventus dominated the Serie A for so long now, and it's just they just dropped
Mhm.
so fast, and it's kind of like, do you think you guys ever see Bayern gonna do that, or you think City are gonna do that? Just
Look,
drop.
You wouldn't think so, but football, you never know. There are cycles to things for a reason. Eventually, some people get comfortable, and
Yo, it is very unlikely for Bayern to end up like that.
well,
Or
we'll talk
City.
about Bayern later. But
very unlikely.
one,
And they're struggling.
let me read a tweet from David Amayal, who what he said about Juventus. Let me find it because I'll just say what it means. He says if Allegri goes, you have to fire the president as well, Agnelli. Because that guy a handful of years ago decided to start focusing more on like the brand side of football. So the Juventus logo changed, signing CR7 when really it ended up costing them a lot of money and it ended up impacting their finances for the future. Going for free transfers that ended up costing a bunch with outside fees, and those players not turning out to be anything. And then like bringing back Allegri, not trusting in Pirlo this after just one season, even though Pirlo got Champions League football, and right now Juventus are well off right now.
Wow, hey.
I hope they sell Vlahovic. United.
They won't sell Vlahovic.
United.
United. We're gonna need a striker
We do
here, I
need a
think,
striker.
and I think him and Martial would be a good partnership.
Okay, yeah. You know what? I didn't think that we were going to get through a podcast without mentioning Martial. We almost did. But, yeah. No.
Vlahovic to Man United. You think?
Sure.
You think so? It's a
Sure,
good move.
I'll dig it,
Do you
sure.
think so? I think they're gonna need to make up some puns. I think Juventus. So
But,
Agent Waz, baby. Waz lost a fee.
you know what? No.
What the
you're
fuck
not,
did you
you're-
just
no,
say?
No,
Whoa,
no.
not this
We're
shit.
not going to
No.
let him get through with it. Every time he brings it up,
Did he
we're
just-
shutting. Yes, no, leave it alone.
Matt, just
leave it
don't.
alone.
What's the
Don't-
story
don't
on
even-
this?
He thinks he needs to come up with Waz loss. He needs to come up with basically a tagline.
No.
Yes.
I
thank you.
think I can. If I have a philosophy,
No. Just no.
We're
No.
not going to give you the time
No.
of day with
It's
this.
not happening.
Anyways,
I veto that. No, it's not.
because
0%.
you know what? You did mention before you said something stupid, Manchester United. And what I was going to kind of mention is, does this kind of seem...
Sorry, Brent just roasted you.
It was just how it came out was just perfect.
Does this kind of seem like almost like the Italian version of Manchester United?
a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right now their CEO said that, well, before the match said that it's silly to sack Allegri, and then this result happened. But look, cycles happen. They had their incredible long year of dominance, and if things change, other teams begin to build up, and there have been teams building themselves up, and that includes both Milan and Napoli. Big game this weekend.
Yep.
And it was a very good game. I watched most of the second half and a little bit of the first. Napoli got the win, 2-1. AC Milan, you could say, got a little lucky though.
Oh, really?
So basically, let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah. So, oh yeah, Matt, you're gonna love this. First half was 0-0, but Calabria got a yellow card. So at halftime, he was subbed off for Serginho Dest. And then he had to mark Faradona Kvaratskhelia.
No,
Yes.
no.
And-
we need them to buy him, bro.
And on the one-on-one on the side, they're one-on-one with each other. Kvaratskhelia got by him, and then Dest hit him a little bit and won a penalty.
Yes.
And Politano slotted home the penalty.
Yes.
Dude, we need him to get sold, bro.
Oh,
Why can't he not play like shit for one season?
Oh, Kavicha.
For fuck's sake, man.
Oh, Kavicha.
Kavicha.
Isn't that his first name?
Oh, maybe it is.
Yeah, Kavicha, Kvirdon.
Kvaratskhelia.
Thank you.
That was a great pronunciation. Can you say that again?
Kvaratskhelia.
Kvaratskhelia. Almost there.
Almost, I won't
Yeah.
lie. There was a TikTok of him from Napoli's TikTok page, and I saved it because right at the start he says his name. So I'm like every once in a while, like go back and listen to it. So thank you for saying it correctly.
Yeah. So basically, yeah, that was the first goal of the match. But then AC Milan, look, did well for themselves creating chances. They had the best chance in the first half where Giroud. Look, Giroud is amazing. Bro, man, age is like a fine wine.
And hey,
I think we all love Olivier.
he is in Italy. He's a French lad. Wine goes perfectly.
He had a good chance in the first half, but then he didn't score. But later, Theo Hernandez, let me get not Lucas, Theo, he was taking the ball down the left, crossed it across, Giroud there, bang, hype. When Giroud scores, it's like the most hype thing ever.
Yeah. He always goes to the crowd in the back. He's always like, let's go. It's always lit.
Yeah, I love it. But then not too long after, they hit the crossbar, Milan. But Giovanni Simeone comes on the pitch a little bit before the 70th minute. Doesn't really get a touch of the ball. Gets a yellow card. But the ball gets into the box to him. Nods in a header. Boom. 2-1. Napoli wins the game. Milan fans probably feel a bit hard done by. They think they could have gotten at least a draw. But Napoli, despite losing big names this summer like Kula... You can say the name.
Coolie Daddy.
Also Insigne and Mertens. Top of Serie A.
That's pretty impressive.
Cheers.
It's because they got a Georgian.
They got a Georgian. They got a Korean.
They got a Franck.
Oh, yeah.
And let me tell you, he's been great for Napoli.
Mhm.
I miss
Really?
Anguissa.
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't seen much.
he tore apart Liverpool.
He did. He's
Yeah.
been
He's
sick.
a
Really?
fraud. He's a fraud, Frank. He's on his way up, though.
He's number 99.
No, Frank is
He's
better.
number 99.
There's only one Frank,
There's-
especially for me. No, I will not
I
hear
don't
it.
know. I'm liking Anguissa, man.
I
I
will
think,
not-
Ribery.
I
will
think
not
he's
hear
better
it.
with
That's
the ball.
my Frank.
Yeah, that's our.
He's
Frank.
really good with the
Come on, man,
ball.
that's your Frank Ribery.
No,
You got some memories with him.
I do, but no, I do.
FIFA 14, I think it was, where Matt packed his team.
Fuck, man,
On his birthday.
great time. That was a great day for the boy.
Well, we'll talk about FIFA later as well. And
Man, no, I really don't want to,
But
but we will.
yeah, that put
But I
Napoli
really
top
don't
of the
want to.
table. Also, Atalanta defeated Roma 1-0. You can look at the table. But the big story, Matt, what do you think is the big story from that table?
What the fuck is Udinese doing up here?
They beat Inter. Udinese has apparently been damn good this season.
Hey, let's go to the
I think they smashed
Damn,
Roma
Monster's
earlier in the
third
season
last.
4-0.
They've been borderline appointment television. A borderline like, oh, Udinese's playing. Gotta put it
That's
on.
good. That's good.
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot. Like their manager was Ascoli manager last season. They were a Serie B's team, expected to get relegated, but he pushed them to a promotion playoff. But Udinese picked him up, and they've been playing very well. So if you have any recordings of Udinese matches, check them out. Maybe you'll like it.
On Fubo. And this is not sponsored by Fubo, but you can probably find on there.
Yeah. So and just keep a look on them. But Inter losing though. Inter, I've said this again. This is
They're not
Not-
great.
this is a point I've said.
I've been saying they've been mid, like for the past couple months, and all you, oh my god, Barcelona's gonna finish.
They
third.
they're
They're
remind me,
fucking mid.
they remind
No.
me of Juve, but with good
They're
players.
so mid.
Barca's getting second in the group. Then they're going to win the Champions League. It's going to happen.
Okay, but
We're gonna be Bayern next leg.
Inter basically, since they've lost Conte,
We're
the
gonna do
good
it.
stuff they've had from Conte has been going away, and you've been really seeing that. And this is one thing. This is one weird thing Inzaghi has done, and this is something he has a reputation for. He apparently has a reputation on subbing players off with yellow cards always. Now look at this. Oh, my phone's locked. Come on. If we look at that line with the Udinese Inter match, Inter decided to make two substitutions.
3-1.
Yeah. But Inter made 2 substitutions in the 31st minute. DiMarco and Gagliardini. No, sorry. Mkhitaryan and Bastoni off. Those 2 got yellow cards earlier in the match.
Right.
And apparently, at least with Bastoni, he got subbed off because he was on a yellow.
What?
They subbed him off in the 30th minute?
Yeah.
Oh,
He must have
that's
had some bad situations
Oh, we're
with
gonna
get double yellows or
team.
something, so he just doesn't want to have anyone have
Oh,
yellow
we're gonna
cards
fuck
now.
this team, bro.
I mean, apparently Inzaghi has this reputation where he just subs off players with yellow cards always. So
That's a bad philosophy. That's a bad way to move. Like
You
you
imagine if he coached Ramos? That guy would never be on the
he would
pitch.
never play. He would never play, dude. He would never play.
he loved Casemiro though.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know
my
how
goat.
he gets. I don't know how he gets away with it.
Do you know Casemiro? We say or spell Casemiro's name wrong.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It's true. Even on the back of his jersey, it's spelt wrong. But it was spelt wrong improperly once, and then he had like a really good game, so he kept it that way. It's technically Casemiro, so where the E is, it's an I, but he flipped it once and he.
Interesting.
That is so odd.
Yeah.
That is,
Okay.
It's just weird.
But anyways, yeah, sorry, that was a little bit of a sidetrack. I don't like that. I'm a big fan of Bastoni as well, so that didn't sit well with me. But no, I had them, I think, second.
Bro, unless someone's injured, you are not selling people off in the 30th minute.
No,
Yeah.
no,
You gotta
and
be
Let alone
shocking.
2 of them.
You
That
gotta be
is
shocking.
Two for
sending
that.
a message. Sometimes it's the right one
Don't
to
get
send.
booked. The message.
He
Because getting off at halftime is bad. Like you're having a bad performance if you're going off at half.
Oh!
sorry on the
And-
TVA security.
That guy's got fucking destroyed. His ACL's gone.
He's not getting up.
By the way, we are
Bro,
watching
he's laying
American.
face down.
We have an American football match in front of us right now, and somebody got destroyed by.
The guy,
Oh,
wide
give me the-
receiver ran into
give me the replay.
security guard. Right here, watch this.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
see it coming
oh,
too.
oh, the shin is shattered. The shin is shattered. The shoulder pad, they aren't even going
And
to
he
show
didn't-
it.
and he
They're
didn't-
not even going to. Yeah,
Oh,
they don't show
man,
it.
that's
His
tough.
leg is
That's
in
tough.
7 pieces right now.
Hopefully he has insurance.
Yeah.
It's America. He does it.
Oh my! Oh my! What just happened there? So I know this is Sunday League Pundits, but we just saw a punt block and a touchdown.
Oh, American football is light.
Yeah, anyway.
Go Raiders.
Those are the Falcons.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
American
I was
football's
cheering for the
lit.
Raiders. I like the Raiders. They're LA. I'll go LA.
anyways,
What team is Odell Beckham Jr. on?
He's a free agent right now.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Until he finds a team, I don't have a team.
Anyway, Serie A lit.
Serie A's been great.
So keep watching it because it's fun.
I agree.
Just watching Napoli.
Should we go to Bayern then?
Bundesliga.
So is Union Berlin going to win the Bayernliga?
Nice. That's a good one.
I love when Waz makes a joke because he's just like,
Yeah, he like looks.
I actually didn't mean to say that. I actually just came up fucking very naturally.
That was a funny one. Good one.
Don't pump my tires.
No. Hey,
What?
I like the awareness from you. No, but it will be an interesting back half of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 5 points above Bayern. Bayern lost. They have had their worst start since 2001.
It's
Wow.
odd just seeing
That's actually
Bayern drop
surprising
points.
consider
like
like
this.
since-
yeah, they've still scored 19 goals.
worst start since 2001.
Big
Yeah,
heads.
they lost to Bundesliga like twice in the early 2010s or once to Dortmund, I know.
Yeah, Dortmund. They lost to Dortmund in the 2010s.
Yeah.
Win this in
Twice.
their last 4 league matches.
Mm-hmm.
Not
For
good.
Bayern, that's crazy. honestly.
Still whipped us.
Yeah, I don't, that was weird.
Just kidding. They didn't even really whip us.
They saved their energy for you.
They just scored goals.
Yeah, I don't know what that says about you, but we'll move on.
Let's not
Nah, we
talk
probably
about
should have
it.
won that game.
Wait, who would have thought 7
Mid-ass
games in
Bayern.
that the Bundesliga table would be Union Berlin first, Dortmund second. Okay, people probably would have expected Dortmund second, but Freiburg third and Hoffenheim fourth.
Wow.
Not
And
bad.
Bayern's 5th.
Yep.
Yeah, and Leipzig is 12th.
Yep.
See, they're just trying
Leverkusen 15th.
they're just trying to make
Wolfsburg
it fun.
17th.
They're just sitting there going,
Wolfsburg get relegated?
let's make this season fun
And
this
Stuttgart.
year.
Well, but
Yeah.
Bayern probably heard, they keep calling us a farmers league. Let's make it interesting.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
they legit they lost the best striker in the world.
Yeah, but
basically.
they also acquired a very good defender in Delit.
Yeah, and they had Sadio Mane.
I was just
Best
gonna
player in the fucking world.
say
Sadio fucking Mane.
a healthy
Bundesliga
Alphonso
right now.
Davies and the chemistry that him and Sadio Mane have been pretty. Did you see the run that Davies had during that last match against who did they play? Augsburg.
Yes, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
His run against Augsburg, just it was a borderline video game. He just down the wing. 4 guys like go to slide tackle. He just puts it through and just gone. Find somebody right in the middle. Fantastic feed. I don't know who's to. Right on the top of the box. Great touch. I think they ended it.
I'd like to see Bayern one day play Alfonso up front.
Why?
It's just because he can do it. He can do it. Like we know he does it for Canada, but like I'm just saying. I mean, he's a great left back. There's no doubt. I'd like to see maybe if they can do it. You know.
I wouldn't hate
Bro,
it.
they have like
Yeah.
8 wingers.
But low-key, wouldn't hate it, though. Could you imagine having him up there with, like, Sadio Mane and Kingsley? Or, like,
I mean, he's
Serge Gnabry?
when they're attacking, he's up there
But
anyways. It's
that's
not
true.
like it's that much
I mean,
of a
you
difference.
talk
That's
about
true.
all this pace and firepower, and they still lost to Augsburg 1-0. So credit to Augsburg for keeping a clean sheet.
Yeah, it was incredible. And Union Berlin first place. They won against Wolfsburg 2-0. I saw Mackwell, a YouTuber,
Yeah.
a football YouTuber. He posted a photo of Becker and I believe it was Siabachu, them celebrating together. And then beside it, he put a picture of Graffiti and Dzeko.
That's not a name I've heard in a long time. Graffiche.
How?
Is it Graffiti? Graffiti?
His name I don't think I've actually ever heard. I don't remember this man.
What a fucking legend. He needs an icon card.
That
for
goal
FIFA,
against
to be
Bayern
honest.
that he scored. Oh,
Oh,
my.
it's so disgusting.
No,
That
they'll
guy
give
was
him a
so
hero
nice.
card. They'll give him a hero card.
Remember Zé Roberto? Oh,
That's
my
what they do now
God.
in FIFA.
Oh my god. So good.
What do they do in FIFA now?
Well, they give out hero cards more so than icon cards. It feels like they're still icon cards, but now
They
they
took a couple of the icons and made them heroes.
yeah, like
The clutch
I mean,
is,
they brought in Yaya Toure
Yeah.
now, and he's a hero, but I feel like he should be an icon.
he should be
Yeah.
one of the best African players ever.
Yeah. But Union Berlin, great in the Bundesliga, crap in the Europa League. So, sometimes you have to choose your poison.
Yeah, I guess so. Maybe they might be biting from the wrong apple here. I'm just saying, but
Yeah, but Bundesliga pretty fun too. Right now we gotta stay patient. Hopefully Bayern don't figure it out.
They're gonna figure it out.
well, that's why. Hopefully, it'll take maybe a little while. So then, back half of the season makes it a little bit of a run. But I know it's just a matter of time.
I mean, there's already some Bayern fans that want Tuchel.
I was, you know
That'd
what,
be
I was gonna mention. Where do you like? Could he go to the Bundesliga? I'm just like thinking of some clubs there.
I know
that I'm thinking-
Leverkusen would probably take
Tu-
him, but I don't know if
Tuchel-
Tuchel. I think Tuchel would want a better job. than
Tuchel's gonna
that.
wait for a
Probably
big
wants-
team to
Well, it's not
come.
like
He wants
he's
a more
broke.
ambitious
He's
club.
got his pale from Chelsea coming in, so
But who would he go to? Who would make
Well, I mean,
sense
you-
for him?
You-
Well, I don't.
Juventus, yeah.
To me, Juventus makes no sense for
Well,
Tuchel.
to be fair, Juventus have not had a non-Italian manager since Deschamps, and that was the early
Right.
2000s.
That's why I'm sitting there going. I don't think they take a
Good
stab
time to
at him.
start.
I guess so. Yeah.
it's
No.
Tuchel, bro. Come on.
Should we go quickly into Ligue 1? As I wanted to mention quickly, Jonathan David scored.
Oh, good.
I
saw that goal. It was a
want
great
to
goal.
mention one of the fastest red cards in
Oh, yeah.
history.
Absolutely.
9 seconds in, Tobido takes down a man. They somehow get in on goal, takes him out. Red card, 9 seconds in.
I had to double check if it was the fastest. It wasn't the fastest red card in history. It's one of the fastest.
It's one of that's
Yeah, it's top 10
it's
probably now.
Got
like
him out of the nuts on him for that one.
it's just so weird to think of. Like
That's how you
how
gotta do what you gotta do.
imagine coming in and being like ready for my match. No, you're leaving, right?
Yeah.
You're,
Could you-
see you later.
Here's literally the entire match.
Like imagine if he got that for Barca right now.
You're gone. You're gone.
Literally,
Okay, cool.
though.
Sounds good. I'm gonna go to hit the showers. I guess. I don't know.
You don't even need to.
I was well. You might have sweat a little in warm up.
Well,
So.
I have another funny red card story from this weekend.
Oh no.
So I think this was in the Turkish league. I don't know what clubs it were, but
Naturally.
a guy
Sorry,
named
Turkish
Nakajima gets subbed on,
I heard about this.
and then it shows him getting subbed on, shows his family in the stands. He comes on about like maybe 30 seconds in, he tackles a guy, looks bad. Ref gives him a yellow initially. Then it shows his family in the stands again. Then the ref then checks VAR,
No.
comes back, gives him a red,
No.
and then shows his family in the stands. I think his mom starts crying.
No.
Oh
Come
Oh
on.
my
Yo, VAR needs to figure their shit out. I don't know what it
I
is.
fucking love
I
it.
don't know who's running VAR
That's
right now.
incredible.
It might be Michael
That's
Massey
so
from
funny.
F1.
How could you be mad about that? That's funny as shit.
That is not.
it is.
You're
started
I'm
It's
painfully
funny.
laughing. I am in pain.
Bro, VAR out here ruining families, man.
Literally.
what are you lying for?
families, ruining my life after the handball from Martinez, ruining Liverpool, not Liverpool,
It
sorry,
touched
I
his
didn't mean to-
hand.
Hey, shut your mouth, okay? And ruining Arsenal fans' life. We need to figure VAR out.
Vamos!
Vamos.
I wanted to say something.
It touched his hand, boys.
Yeah, you know what? VAR needs a minute. VAR needs to take a second.
VAR's
and
been
sit there and go. Yeah, it has not been fantastic.
Yo, they're trying their best, man.
You know what?
Are they?
Sometimes you sit there and go, you know what? You're trying your best, but holy,
Best
you
is
need to
good
figure it out. Yeah.
Are they
that-
really trying their best though?
No. They're not.
what is it? Have we gone through all the La Liga? We haven't talked about La Liga.
Joao
yet.
Felix.
Yes.
I didn't-
Joao Felix, and I was I was going to mention that.
So the Madrid derby.
Yeah, that. So yeah, that's,
It's
I
not
think
just-
that
not
is
just Joao
technically-
Felix.
Technically, the headline, yes. But Joao Felix subbed off. I don't know when he gets subbed off. Instead of going to the bench, going straight to the bench, subbing off as a normal human being would, walked straight off the pitch.
When did
Was
get
he not
subbed
like?
off?
Did he not have like a
62nd
slight
minute.
I
injury?
can guess for Griezmann.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh no, but he
Fuck
did.
that team, man.
Griezmann
No, it wasn't
did-
for Griezmann.
Oh, okay. When did Griezmann get subbed on?
But
He
he
didn't.
walks straight off the
Oh.
pitch, right down the tunnel, right into the dressing room.
Good.
Nothing to the coach, nothing to the bench, nothing, just right down. Is this not the last chapter in Joao Felix's long book, it
Bro,
seems
he's
like?
so wasted at that club, man.
So that's what I was gonna ask. Is it a waste? Is he that good? Is it somebody getting lost in the system? Like, what is it? Because there's so many mixed opinions about Joao Felix. I love Joao
I
Felix.
think he'd be better at a different club.
Do you think so?
I do.
Do you think he would
At a team
reach
that-
the potential
At a
that
team-
people think
a
he would?
team that more focuses on attack and
team
probably
that's-
presses higher, I feel like he'd perform better on.
That one's just not under
Yeah.
Diego Simeone.
He's just not a player for that team, man. He's really not.
And I know there's the argument of, oh, if you're a good enough player, you're gonna poke yourself. Not really. Not in a system that's really suppressing your skill, suppressing something that is a strength to you. So how are you gonna bump out of something that you take a look at even Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish for so long was the guy who had the ball at his feet, ran the length of the pitch, and scored a goal. Now he's in a system where he's moving the ball. He's not always with the ball or on the ball. He's always supposed to be moving, supposed to be getting open. A completely new system. And we sat here earlier and went, oh, well, Jack Grealish was chosen. Is he really in form? He did score, blah, 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 right?
Although he's actually been
That's
not
different
bad,
than playing
though.
for a team where you have to just sit back, twiddle your nuts while you watch your team defend
But
for
that's what
45 minutes,
But that's what I'm saying, though. But it's
and
a
then go on a
system.
quick counter and then sit back and twiddle your nuts again for another 45 minutes, and then start coming to life in the 90th minute and actually doing stuff.
100%. But that's their system. The system. That's what I'm saying for Jack Grealish is he went into the system of something that doesn't play towards his skills. Is that what happening with Joao Felix, or is it just, you know what, maybe we were too quick on the draw on Joao Felix?
I can't. I'll be honest. I haven't seen a lot of Atletico this year outside of the Champions League, but I guess like
Dead club.
they're not a dead club, but
Dead football.
I mean, sometimes at times they can play well, but
Griezmann frauds.
Shut up.
and also
We
Griezmann
understand you hate Atletico Madrid.
Apparently, Griezmann started that game,
Holy shit.
so maybe they have
It's
agreement.
a miracle.
Maybe they have agreement with Barcelona now.
Yeah.
But
This is really random, but I would love to have a boxing match between Matt and Griezmann.
Why? I don't have a problem with Griezmann.
Oh, seems like you do.
Simeone,
No, I have a problem with the freaking dog shit ass club trying to scab us. Dickhead.
That versus Atletico Madrid.
CEO.
Yeah, I think I'd take their CEO. You'll see like 99
go, let's go,
years
I
where's
would
old.
hope so.
Bring him up.
Is he
Let's
like-
go. Let's go.
Is he like 90 years old?
We'll get you on the KSI card.
Is that illegal?
No, we'll sanction
I mean,
it
if he
somewhere. it'll be
signs
fine.
a waiver, I'm sure it'll be fine.
We'll get you on the KSI card.
But Joao Felix,
He's a fucking KSI.
I think sometimes with the Simeone team, I mean, they've recently struggled with getting strikers. And, I mean, Griezmann was one of the last ones that, like, really worked out. Sometimes Correa is good, but Griezmann was also a pretty skillful player at Sociedad.
He was, yeah. I mean, there was that brief period where Griezmann was fantastic. He was one of the best forwards in the world. And I don't. Has it been injuries that's really held him back a bit? Like brought him back. Like,
Well, no, Griezmann?
yeah, like Griezmann. Cause I feel he doesn't have the same. You know, I don't know. He's not the same player he was like a couple years ago.
Well, yeah, he
But he's not a bad player.
I mean,
still.
I think he just did too many antics off the pitch with like the La Decision.
Shut the fuck up about that shit. Man. Oh, that was so horrible.
And then he went from a pretty nice position. I think he was like, he got more money at Atletico Madrid than he did at Barcelona when he moved there.
Yeah.
But Barcelona, their system didn't really fit him, and he ended up going back. And he's now having to prove people
God, man.
wrong now, or like get the trust back from the fans.
Bro, 2016 Griezmann was different. Quite the player. Nice ass. Why can I not say that? Can I not say that?
I guess you can. I don't know.
Why do I always make things awkward?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But we move. It did end up finishing that match. Greg's over there just saying, what the fuck?
What match
Just
are we
came
talking
out.
about?
Just
why?
It's like just where the
Why?
No comment, no comment.
No. You need to explain yourself.
I just remember seeing a post on Twitter back then that someone called Griezmann like a sex god. It was on like
Okay, no, man.
Okay,
I'm sorry for
you
asking
asked too
why.
much. Let's
I'm
move
sorry
on.
for asking
Yeah,
why.
you did
Let's
ask
move
me.
on.
when you dig deep.
No,
it
shut
gets-
up. It was my mistake.
Okay, I'm just.
Let's move
It
on.
was my mistake.
Anyways, Real
I
Madrid
don't know
won.
how it's
Yes.
Rodrigo scored. Vinicius danced with him because apparently there was some Spanish agent who told him to go back to Brazil
Go.
and like some other stuff.
Being very racist.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, I don't understand people who just want to try like kill any fun people have in the sport.
And the biggest part to me is the fucking racism part.
Oh yeah, it's
And, like
terrible.
he threw that in there, like it was just like, oh yeah, I'll
And
just.
in terms of celebrations, it's not even nearly as offensive as Erling Haaland literally doing the meditation celebration.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
fucking mad. I wouldn't do anything about it.
like
But like, could you imagine? Mad drops his 18th goal on you, and he's just. Can you fucking
and
imagine?
for me, it's like when I
Horrible.
see someone like Vinicius dancing, doing the samba after a goal. That's like culture to me. He's bringing the Brazilian vibe, and it's great. Ronaldinho did it. There's lots of players who dance, right? And like, they got the Brazilian flag here, so it's awesome to see. And you go back to the 2010 World Cup, with Africa, and they did quite a fun celebration. Everybody loved it, but all of a sudden Vinicius Jr. is doing it. It's a problem.
But why do we have to take the fun out of the game? What?
Like, and I know I'm sounding like a hypocrite because I've criticized celebrations in the past. Trent,
Yeah,
for example.
Trent.
he just did a shrug and was got.
I just thought it was very arrogant. I thought it was very arrogant.
He just hates
Mbappe
Trent.
does it, and so has Ronaldo. So
Bro,
what?
it against
no.
Bournemouth. Bro. Okay, I'm done.
But that's
he hates Trent is the problem. Actually, he hates Liverpool.
Ronaldo.
No, he hates English players on
It's
Liverpool.
like, I love hate.
But that's the
You
thing.
hate
Though.
Ronaldo?
Love hate relationship.
He does. He
Have you
picks
seen
Messi
the
over
messages he's
Ronaldo.
been putting in our chat about
No, I
Ronaldo?
ignore a lot of them, to be honest.
Yeah,
He's been just ripping into him, basically.
But that's the thing. We sit here and we can go, and you know exactly what it is. You can do the, you know exactly what it is. That is what brings the game, the people who love the game, together.
Yeah.
I mean, I was literally telling the story before we came on air of me at the FC Edmonton game, and people behind me while I'm wearing my Ronaldo jersey going, Sue. Never met the people, whatever. But it's still a connection because of a celebration,
also-
because somebody's having fun.
Let's not forget to mention just the term "suey" in general has such like a cultural relevance now that if you go to a football pitch or even a basketball court, and you say "suey," people are going to respond saying "suey." It happened.
Walls makes all of his friends.
Yeah, clearly.
Just stands in like a
Just, it's
basketball
a bird
court.
call. He's just,
Silly.
and they all just come running.
I just do see it like gonna be a response, and they do respond. It's like,
But that's the thing. That's all from a celebration. That's all from footballers, professional footballers, going out there, playing the game, and having fun. And that trickles down to the people who are watching going, oh, man. Like, think of how intense sometimes...
They were complaining about fucking Vinny's celebrations, and Griezmann plays for that team.
yeah,
Oh, that didn't clock until right now. What the fuck?
Like, that's
dude?
an example. Like,
This guy does Fortnite dances every single time he scores.
Yeah, he
What the
literally went
fuck?
like this a couple times.
Yeah.
he did it at the World Cup.
Yes,
Final.
yeah.
Final.
In the World Cup final. Pogba dabbed with the World Cup.
Yeah. 100%. And all of a sudden that's
That French.
not cool, I guess.
Demons.
Throw back to when Jesse Lingard Millie rocked at the Emirates.
That was a sick celebration. though.
That was a sick
That was a
celebration.
sick celebration.
But that's the whole thing.
All Jesse Lingard
Like, you are
celebrations
so lost in yourself. You are
Hold on.
you are so I mean, lost in yourself, yes, for sure. But you are so excuse me. You know what? I was going to find proper words to say this. I'm sorry if you have to edit this out. But you are a fucking loser. A fucking idiot. If you sit there and go, you know what? Let's just take this out of the game. Let's just sit here and have the game as the tactics in itself, and that's it. That's all you do. You can go thoroughly fuck yourself if you sit there and go, you know what? That needs to be out of the game.
Go.
It sickens me, some of the shit that people are allowed to say, because he's an agent. He represents professional footballers. He has to go to these teams too and go, hey, you know what? Sign my player. Why the fuck should I? You don't even believe in your own player. You just sit there and go, oh, look at all this millions of money that I'm making. Millions of whatever. I'm going to say money, I guess, because I was going to say dollars. Look at all this money I'm making. Well, criticizing, chastising, ostracizing, all the thingsizing my players that I am representing right here. Why the fuck, as a representative, as a player, as a team, sit there and go, yeah, that's the guy I want to listen to.
Might have to put
love
that in
you.
its own podcast.
So no, well, I was just gonna say, like, when you're doing like the subheadings, like that's called Brett's rant, right?
Yeah, my glasses are fogging up.
We should start that as like a playlist on our YouTube channel. Brett rants.
They're all demonetized.
Either that or every second word is but then he they'll be like checking their
Who
connection.
get demonetized more, me or you? You, right?
It
I don't know. It's hard.
To be fair,
depends on the day.
To be fair, we have never been demonetized for swearing.
Let's just not push our luck.
Yeah.
I get
great point.
I get
Let's not
edited
put that in
every
the-
single podcast.
Yeah.
I watched the first 30 seconds. I can hear it. Okay.
Yeah. But anything else do you think from European, and then we'll get into the North American.
Well, how long
just
has this
quickly.
podcast been going for?
A minute.
But we still think we want to talk about.
Yeah, we got a couple of North American stuff. Any other European stuff that we want to get to here?
I think so.
Because
Brighton, new manager.
Oh yeah, De Zerbi is new manager from Sassuolo. He used to be former Sassuolo manager. I think it's a good fit.
I missed the Adam Lallana player manager.
We got robbed of that.
I'm so upset.
Didn't even get a
about
game of it.
it. I'm actually upset about that.
I mean, I'm still just upset Graham Potter's not there.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Longface is not Chelsea.
I was just gonna mention
Guy's a long ass head.
international break is coming here. Canada's playing against Qatar and Uruguay. That'll be exciting.
That was what I wanted to bring up too.
The
roster.
Canadian. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring up the mat. Yeah, we can bring up the roster and then I'll bring up the matches here.
Cool. Yeah, no, for sure. Because they did announce recently the rosters for, well, the roster, I guess, for Team Canada for the next international break.
And this is huge. This is the last break before the World Cup. Canada's playing Qatar on Friday, 11 a.m. our time, Mountain Standard Time. So, was that 1 p.m. East? And whatever. And yeah, we play Uruguay on next Tuesday, this 27th, 10 a.m.
Now, my issue is here are the midfielders. Stefan Asakio, Mark Anthony K, Ishmael Kone, which we talked about recently, Jonathan Osorio, and Samuel Piet. Now, you notice that Atiba is not in that list. We have some injury issues. Atiba is slated to come back late October, which would mean he only gets, I think, either 1 or 2 matches in the Turkish league before the World Cup starts. Jonathan Osorio is just coming back from, I forget what they technically called it, but some sort of disorder or something along those lines. Mark Anthony K also coming back from an injury with TFC, who just got eliminated from the playoffs last night, which is a whole nother story.
No more Stefano?
There's a lot of
more Stefano.
a lot to talk about there too, but Piatti, who's just now, not just now, he's had a really good season with CF Montreal, but hasn't played a lot of minutes for Canada. If he's going to be thrusted into important minutes for Canada, what's it going to look like? Now you're sitting there going, okay, Ishmael Kone, who has 1 cap for Canada, and Stefan Asakio, who's, out of this list, the most consistent, stable midfielder there. The game, especially the international game, is played through the midfield. I don't want to put a little bit of fear here, but I'm not feeling too well.
All good. Fonzie.
I was going to mention, I looked at Qatar. Qatar also plays on Tuesday. Croatia B.
What?
They play Croatia B.
Well, that's good. Croatia's putting out an A and a B team, and they're in our group.
Okay, wow. I don't even know what the fuck a Croatia. I can't even find anything about a Croatia B. It might be.
It might be their under 20s or under 21s or whatever.
Who knows? Maybe it's just the players that won't be starting a match so that they can get.
So, can I just take a look at the? Yeah, interesting. I mean, at least these are not qualifiers or friendlies, right? I mean, there will be a few friendlies before the World Cup, so. But yeah, it's Eric Cornelius.
Yes.
Kone will be good to watch.
The name actually on the back end that it also got a call for the first time. Is that name on the bottom there?
Joel
my goodness.
Waterman.
Yes.
I heard about him. He's a CPL player.
He used to be. He is now in the MLS. Yeah, he is. I forget where he's making. I think it's Whitecaps, but I think I might be wrong. But a guy who's been slipping in there. A name who I kind of wanted to be in there. Another guy who played in the CPL, Lucas McNaughton, who's playing for TFC. Holy is this man, I think, one of my favorite MLS players. He's just bleached blonde hair, 6'4". I might have a crush on him. He is a fantastic lad. Just tenacious on the ball, tenacious on bodies in the box. I wish he was going to be in there. Is that Lucas McNaughton? Oh yeah, he's
It's like a shite version of Holland.
But no, he's. I wish he was on there, but it'll be an interesting look for Canada at these international break.
Like you said, hopefully a lot of those players that are injured can come back, try and get a little bit of sharpness into them before World Cup starts.
This is the first time we're watching Canada play teams really outside, right?
Yeah.
Outside of their federation, so.
Yeah, most internationals are being played in Europe because just convenience.
Yeah, that's good, though, at least.
Another lad who got a call up to the Canada club, Luca Colesho. Thank you. Getting his first call for the national team too.
I know him from Espanyol.
And actually that was how everybody found out was Espanyol sent out a tweet a day before Canada released their roster, and everyone's like, okay, so he's going to be on it. Sounds good. But yeah, so Canada midfield might have a little bit of issues coming up.
Okay, it's not like you're playing Belgium, who has Kevin De Bruyne,
Yeah,
or
decent-
Croatia with
who has
Luka Modric.
Who? Never heard of him.
and Kovacic.
Hot take. Canada will take a point off Belgium. I can see it. I can see it happening, honestly.
That's why it's a hot take.
Yeah.
And
I can
we'll
see it.
talk about that
Canada's already preparing for Belgium. They're already preparing.
By
That
not
is what
having a
they're saying.
midfield.
against one of the
Team
best
with
midfielders.
The best midfield.
Yeah,
Eustachio's on there, man.
Not looking good.
When Eustachio wears red, he's a different beast.
that's true.
Were
And
you,
he's
you
been
were,
playing.
were
a
you
lot
on
of
the
time.
podcast where Waz said Eustachio's going to be in the midfield like team of the tournament?
Yes.
And then we're like talking about how two of the best midfielders are literally in our group, and we have to get out of the group and move
Well,
on
yeah,
to
but
even get
Waz
in
says
there.
Dumb shit all the time.
You gotta take a lesson from Eustach.
What lesson?
I feel like.
What lesson?
I like him a lot. Okay, let me have belief in him.
I'm still asking what fucking lesson I was.
I don't.
digging
I
for.
just wanted to say something cool, and he obviously did not translate.
I mean, you didn't follow up on anything.
No, I
so
did.
don't-
Fuck, piss off, man. You know what? Okay. I get. Well, are we still on international, or is something else I can mention?
You can mention whatever
Yeah,
you
you go
want.
for
The
it.
one thing I wanted to mention is that I can't tell if it's us just getting older, but is no one really excited for FIFA? Like, there's been no
It
hype
has nothing
around
to do
it.
with me getting older as much as it does that game just being fucking shit.
Yeah, I feel like in
Like,
the
what do you want
past
me
there's
to
been a
say,
lot of
bro?
hype for it, but this year like feels off
I think if we were in high
Have you
school, it'd
played
probably be
FIFA last year?
a little bit.
And how much fun did you have?
Eh,
Did you play the FIFA before then?
yeah,
Yeah, how much fun do you have on that one?
eh.
How about the one before that?
I like that one a lot. FIFA 20.
Was it because you were in quarantine?
That, but I also streamed it a lot and I had a lot of time.
So it's
fun
because
too.
you were in quarantine. What about the FIFA before that one? How much fun you have
Not
playing
much
FIFA
of a
19? Yeah,
recollection.
there you go. And that's why
Well,
I'm not excited for
One of the
FIFA.
issues is I just don't even remember the differences. I swear between any of the FIFAs like that have come out recently.
And you
Not
haven't-
like differences, I mean, but like
Oh, because you haven't seen enough shot fakes then.
Alfonso at least has an
The amount of
84
flip
rating.
flops I've seen in the box. Holy fuck.
I have no
All
idea.
the extra passes.
It's still just nothing will come as good
Oh.
as old FIFAs of like
You know what's really,
10, 11,
you know what's
12
really
and stuff.
confused me at FIFA? So the fact that Arsenal played a 15-year-old today, but I can't do that in FIFA. Like you can't even sign a 15-year-old to your team in FIFA. You can sign one of your youth accounts.
There's legal issues of
Yeah,
Oh, is it
yeah,
that?
you might want to be careful with that
Oh,
one.
okay.
because apparently you can't. I think it's a FIFA rule where you legit can't have someone in like a video game or something like. It might be a FIFA Pro rule where you, unless if you get permission from a parent, you can't put someone in a game until they're 16.
That makes sense.
Oh, okay. So
That
there's
does
like
make
But
sense.
as you're saying, congrats to the Arsenal player for getting into the.
yeah, 15. That's.
Yeah.
What were you doing when you were 15?
You
Jerking
know what?
off.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
I just told you what you were doing at 15.
Yeah.
Like FIFA.
I literally saw this tweet, and again, if you have to cut this, I'm sorry, but I saw this tweet going, Arsenal has a 15-year-old who's playing in the Prem. At 15, I was proud of myself for having 3 wanks in a day. So,
I
yeah.
don't think we have to cut that out, but
Yeah, hey.
you know. Okay.
Hey, man, it's not the highest I've heard.
Okay, now we're gonna wrap it up there.
And you know who I'm talking about, too.
Yeah, there's a couple
What was
people.
it, like 20?
I don't even want to get into this, man.
How do you even find the time?
I don't want to know.
Should we talk about the FC Edmonton quick before we
No,
go?
I'm done.
Okay,
Yeah,
we're going.
we love you, FC Hampton. Check out Brett's TikTok about him chirping the linesman. It's great.
I'm getting roasted.
Yeah, people think he's pathetic. I think they need to have some fun in life. Hey, thank you, everyone, for tuning into the Sunday League Pundits. See you next time.
So what is the record?